Aniston.
Love her. Great bodies.
There you go. You know how they get those bodies?
How?
Pilates, I hear.
Oh, let's get right out to Jen, who is in Paoli.
Jen Aniston's in Paoli?
Ah!
This is
Jen Frederick.
Oh, it's Jen. I'm still happy.
Jennifer Aniston is coming to Paoli as soon as she can get here because Gina will rock that body. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Okay, we're at Paoli. We're in Paoli. We're at Mainline Pilates and
welcome.
Yoga. Thank you for having us.
My pleasure.
Okay, get this girlfriend started. And as
Okay.
she's moving it through some of her moves, I want to ask you a little bit about Pilates, but I want to see some of the movements as we talk.
Awesome. Okay, so you're going to press through your feet. Good. Lift your heels a little bit, and then let's get your breath. Take an inhale here. Good. And then exhale. Allow your thigh bones to settle into the mat. And then you're going to start your movement. Inhale. Go ahead and press out. You can move on the inhale. That's
Okay,
it.
so we know about Cameron Diaz. We know about Jennifer Aniston. We
Yes.
know that they look hot, just
Yes.
as this young, sexy woman looks as
Yes.
well. What is it about Pilates that gives them that lean, mean, all-over, good-looking machine?
Yeah. Well, Pilates is really about working your core. And a lot of times people think your core is just some random circle around your belly button. And that's really not it. That's not what we teach. You want to think core of an apple. We teach that Pilates works if you cut off your cap sleeves and then your shorts here. That's everything we're working. So your butt's your core, your sides are your core, your back, your chest. We work the whole thing.
Okay, and forgive me for saying this, because
Yeah.
I know that you practice both.
Yes.
What is the difference between Pilates and yoga?
Yeah, I love both. Yoga is great. I try to do it once a week. But I would say yoga, their first interest is stretching, then strengthening, where ours is strengthening and then stretching.
Okay, and we're going to show some things later in the morning where you do it on a mat, and you
Yes.
say that you can get some of the same benefits just doing it from a mat. But we
Yes.
want to see your next machine. Is that cool?
Okay, absolutely.
All right, so we're going to go over here. We're going to show the Cadillac real quick, and you know what? They just told me that we're wrapping up. So what we'll do is in the next hour,
Okay.
we will show this. But how cool is this? So Mike Jarek,
Yes.
I know that you like to get ladies on a machine.
Yes.
So coming up in the next hour, we're going
What?
to show you how this thing works. I
Okay.
know, isn't it awesome?
Sounds good. I'm 32 now. Jennifer Garner, Jennifer Aniston, and now Jennifer Frederick. Three of a kind, basically.
All right, let's get out to Paoli right now, where Jen is working on the Cadillac.
You know, I get confused for Jennifer Aniston and Jennifer
All
Garner
the time.
All the
All
time.
the
It's like
time.
every
Question.
day of my life.
Yeah.
Hey, say hi once again to Gina. We're here at
Hello.
Mainline Pilates and Yoga. And Gina, one of the things that you had said is here, you want people to come in for 2 or 3, maybe even 5 private lessons before they go into a class. Why is that?
That's true because we breathe a certain way, we move a certain way, we try to come from certain muscles. So we have to teach you how to do that before you just hop into a class. And then when you get into the class, you know what you're doing so you get more out of it.
You say it's sort of like going to basketball practice. You got to learn how to dribble and pass and run.
Exactly.
And then you can actually play a game.
Right, we have 5 fundamentals that we teach, and so we want to try to get really good at the fundamentals and then carry them into the game.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
So I am an advanced student, basically, and I'm on the Cadillac because I think this thing is awesome.
Okay, so I'm going to have you reach up. We're just going to do an exercise. It's called breathing. Hands
Okay.
on the outside.
Yep.
And then go ahead and bring your arms more forward to me. Remember, your shoulders are supposed to be plugged into your core. We went over the fundamentals a little while
Yeah.
ago. So your feet are in turnout. And then, so now you're going to take an inhale, and you're going to start to curl your butt up. Curl your tailbone up. Good. And then you're going to exhale right there. Ha! Push through your feet and lift all the way up into a bridge. Yeah, remember, I'm going to tell you when to inhale and exhale. So push higher. Good. Lift higher. Good. Higher.
Okay.
Let's hold it here for a breath. So inhale here in through your nose. Close your mouth. Good. And then exhale. Good.
So that breathing is a little bit like yoga breathing.
A little bit, yes.
Okay.
And then you're going to start to peel your spine down for this first one. So
Okay.
inhaling, start to peel your spine down. Good. Curl your butt. Your goal is to feel every vertebrae of your spine. Exhale right there to come all the way down. Nice. Okay, so now we're going to go up there and stay up there and add your arms.
Okay.
So begin your inhale. Good. Exhale right there. And just allow me to pull and stretch you as you lift all the way up. Good. Can you lift up a little higher?
Sure.
There you go. Good.
Can you tell me why? I mean, I feel it, but why does this work your body so good? Why do you, what's the benefit?
Well, it's just the position that you're in. You
Okay.
know, you're working your inner thighs, your hamstrings, your butt. So now you're going to look up at the ceiling.
Okay.
So take an inhale here, in through your, close your mouth, and then you're going to exhale, and press your arms straight down, and you work your triceps also.
Oh, yeah, you do, baby.
So now inhale, lift your arms back up, close your mouth. There you go. Then exhale through your mouth. Ha. Good. And press your arms back down again. And try to lift your butt a little higher.
Okay.
There you go.
All right, we're wrapping up.
Inhaling.
How do you
arms
think
back.
I did, 1 to 10?
I would say you did pretty close to a 10. I
Really?
like it. For a beginner, I like it. Good press and lift.
Okay.
Good.
Now, at 9:45, you have this fancy equipment here, and this is
Yes.
part of an amazing private session.
Yes.
But there are mat aerobics. There are mat Pilates.
Yes.
We're going to do the stomach series coming up at 9:45. And ladies, and that includes you, Mike Jarrett.
Yes.
You can do it at home with us. So, Mike, I'm going to expect to see you at 9:45.
I need
on
the
the floor
stomach
of the
series.
studio.
Okay.
He'll get on the floor. He'll
I'll
do
do
the
it.
500.
Hey, real quickly,
Yes.
Jen.
Isn't she like a rock star? Yeah,
She's
baby.
cool.
Oh,
How
you're
much
so
is a
sweet.
Pilates table?
How much? You wouldn't buy this. This right here, how much is a Pilates table?
This piece
Yeah.
is probably close to 6,000.
Yeah, $6,000.
Oh, for the
So you
love
can grab
Okay.
your.
So one of the things we like to do is a little bit of Pilates. You do a little bit of body flow, some of those moves.
It's a great class because it's got the Tai Chi, the Pilates, and the yoga all at once. Namaste.
Namaste. Let's get out to Jen, who is with some ladies who are working out as we speak in Paoli.
She will.
As we speak, you guys are going to do the stomach series. Jen, you can get them started. And Gina, before we begin, what exactly is the stomach series? It's part of a class?
Yes, it's part of the mat routine. It's done a little bit more towards the beginning of the routine, and it's 5 exercises that's meant to be done bang, 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 right in a row, all in your upper ab curl. It's very challenging and something that really makes your abs burn.
If people weren't here with us at 8:45 or 7:45, we talked about the core, and Pilates, a big part of it is strengthening the core. But
Right.
I'll be honest, I thought it was just like right around my tummy, and you say that's not really what we're talking about.
Well, that's part of it, but the core, I like to tell the clients to think of the core as like a core of an apple. So if you cut off your cap sleeves and then your shorts, we're working your whole core, front, back, sides, everything.
Making it strong, and then we can get lean and awesome.
And then everything like works from the center out.
Okay, and this looks like it's not that challenging. What makes this move in particular so challenging?
But because they've got to hold themselves up there in their upper ab curl the whole entire time. So it's very challenging.
And then the other thing that we were talking about earlier is like we saw the Cadillac, we saw
Yes.
the Reformer, and I think a lot of people when they hear about Jennifer Aniston or Cameron Diaz,
Yeah.
they assume that it has to be in a private setting with
Yes.
a rock star like you teaching them. But this is evidence. You believe that this stuff is just as effective as the stuff on the machines?
Yeah, well, if not more so. My passion from the beginning has been the mat work. It's considered the most challenging because you're to find the muscles on your own, whereas when you're in the other room using the equipment helps you to find the right muscles.
It's almost like a crutch.
Exactly.
Okay.
And in a good way, though.
And what's interesting is that they have to work out on the machines for maybe 3 to 5 private lessons before you have them come here in a class setting.
Yeah, well, in a private lesson, they'll also do mat work, too. We like to teach the fundamentals just to get them ready to come into the class.
And we talked about this earlier, but I think a lot of people look at this and they see that it might be similar to yoga, but there's a very succinct difference.
Well, there is. Our primary focus is strengthening the body and the core first, and then secondary stretching, where yoga is stretching first and then strengthening.
You know how this is. We have busy moms that are watching.
Yeah.
You are a busy mom and a busy business owner. If we were to try to do Pilates at home,
Yes.
what's the #1 thing that rookies or people who haven't had a private lesson are doing wrong? What do you see where they're like, I wish they could just do that better?
Is moving with their breath. It's all about inhaling, pulling your stomach in to begin every movement, and exhaling, pulling your belly in to finish the movement. That's the most important thing.
When we bring our legs up, we inhale, bring them down,
Well, it
exhale?
depends on the exercise,
Yeah.
but yeah, as you're moving, you want to constantly be inhaling and exhaling.
And why do you think, I mean, obviously Jennifer Aniston is a rock star, but what is it about Pilates that makes these women, and the women we're seeing here, they look lean, long,
Exactly.
not bulky, but not too thin.
Right.
What is it about Pilates that does that?
It's just the way that the exercises are designed and the way that it works your muscles. Like I'm a big believer, you need to do your cardio, you need to do, your weight training and all that other stuff too. But what this will help do is keep your spine flexible, keep your muscles flexible, and then that in turn gives you the long, lean muscle look.
And you have to use your noggin to make it happen.
Exactly. All mind body, total mind body.
Hey, thanks for letting us come in
Oh, my
and have
pleasure.
a peek in.
Thank you so much.
By the way, ladies, you all look kind of sexy and hot and normal and awesome. So, Mike, here's what I think we should do. I think we invite Gina down to the studio, I don't know, once or
Okay.
twice a week. And she brings her mats and some of her pals, and we have a little Pilates festival. I'm talking like once or twice a week. You're available for that, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, she's ready. So, and you guys can come too, okay? We'll get you in a little bus, bring you all down to the studio, and Uncle Mike won't touch you. He'll just want to work out with you guys, okay? Okay, Uncle Mike?
He's so excited. He's already driving out to
He's-
Paoli. He's
he's
already
left.
made a
Oh, Mike
beeline.
is already
There,
driving
he's
out to
coming out.
Paoli. Yes.
He's
And there's a beer
booking his
store
room
next
for
to here.
Pilates
Right
Fest
below us.
2012.
Right below us, there's a beer store. Yay, beer!